This is Brandon Lee with BetFirms.com here with your 2012 UCLA football predictions. UCLA's final chapter under Rick Neuheisel ended with a 6-8 season. The Bruins won the Pac-12 South with a 5-4 record because rival USC was ineligible, but that wasn't enough to save his job. UCLA concluded the season with a 49-31 loss to Oregon in the Pac-12 title game and a 20-14 defeat to Illinois in the Fight Hunger Bowl. Now the program is hoping Jim Mora can succeed where Neuheisel failed. The Bruins were among the worst offensive teams in the Pac-12 in 2011. They finished 10th in the conference in scoring with 23.1 points per game. They ranked 9th in the league in total offense with 376.6 yards per game. They were especially poor through the air, finishing 11th in the conference with 198.3 passing yards per game. New offensive coordinator Noel Mazzoni is hoping that his up-tempo no-huddle offense can find a home in Los Angeles. One thing is certain: it won't work without solid quarterback play. Kevin Prince, who completed 56.3% of his passes for 1,828 yards with 12 touchdowns and 8 interceptions last season, has won every quarterback battle at UCLA, but Mora and Mazzoni could elect to start fresh with redshirt freshman Brett Hundley. Richard Brihu and highly recruited Devin Fuller are also in the mix. While the receiving corps and offensive line are thin, the running back stable is loaded with Jonathan Franklin and Malcolm Jones. Franklin rushed for 976 yards and 5 touchdowns last season. Jones, who rushed for 103 yards and a score in limited action in 2011, should be a nice complement to Franklin. If the quarterbacks can get the ball out quick like the offense calls for it, it will take the pressure off the boys up front. The stop unit finished 8th in the Pac-12 in both total and scoring defense last season with 417.1 yards and 31.4 points allowed per game. Those numbers must go down if the Bruins hope to contend in the South. UCLA should show improvement on this side of the ball with the defensive-minded Mora at the controls. Talent is not an issue, but a lack of production has been from the returning core. Players like defensive linemen Dayton Jones, Cassius Marsh, and Brandon Willis should benefit from the coaching change. The program is also excited about incoming freshman Ellis McCarthy, who has the potential to be one of the best tackles in the country. Senior inside linebacker Patrick Larimore is the top performer in the second level of the defense. He had 81 stops a year ago, the most of any returner. The back four returns intact. Senior strong safety Andrew Abbott is coming off a strong season in which he picked off 4 passes. Now for my Pac-12 prediction, I have UCLA picked to finish 3rd in the South. While it can be difficult for players to adjust to new coaches and philosophies, I don't see UCLA finishing any worse than it did a season ago. The offense will be more difficult to prepare for, and the defense should be better coached with a proven NFL vet calling the shots. With 3 of their first 4 games at home, and with that road game at lowly Rice, the Bruins have an opportunity to get off to a fast start. They could be 6-4 going into home games with USC and Stanford in the final 2 weeks of the season. They likely won't get either of those, but 6-6 in a bowl game isn't a bad way to start for Mora.